Hocus Pocus 2.
I really didn't like how they turned it into a musical. Now, don't get me wrong, I love musicals, but I don't think Hocus Pocus should be a musical.
I can agree to an extent. I like the fact that it did have music in it, like the score. I'm glad they kept some of the same music. That I thought was cool. But I'm also glad they took and changed it. They like changed it up, spiced it up, I guess you could say.
Well, I like how they spiced it up too. I love the fact that instead of the witches fighting kids, they're fighting other witches. I love how they brought the realizations that the Sandersons are not the only witches, that there are still witches around today, and there's more of us.
Touche. Touche. Now, before we go any further, let me just throw out there that this is very much an open, very open conversation about the movie for those of you who are just tuning in. What did you think about...
Why are you not showing your face? Don't you normally show your face in your YouTube videos?
Yes, but I don't normally go live.
Oh, well, why not?
Because I'm holding it so that we can both...
Oh, okay, I'm caught up. Now continue.
What are your thoughts on how they brought the book into it?
I love how they gave the book more of a personality instead of just being an object. They brought more personality to it, and I love how they brought him to life.
Yeah, that was cool. And not only that, but they made book more of its own character.
Yeah, they did. He actually had a role, even though that he didn't say anything. Just with the actions that they gave him, they basically made him a character into the story, and I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really sad at the end when he started crying because the Sanderson sisters were no more.
Yeah, that was sad.
It was sad.
That was very sad. Now, I will say what I thought was cool was that Mary and Sarah finally got their powers.
Yeah, and I love how, and then instead of showing them as stupid idiots like they did in the first one,
I am stupid.
Like they're awesome in their own category, but that's all they portrayed them as.
Mm-hmm.
This time you got to see more of their personalities and how they are.
Yeah.
Like I love how they gave Mary a hippie kind of vibe.
Yeah. It made sense to her character.
Yes.
What I thought was also funny, while we're talking about Mary, she got stuck with Roombas.
Yeah, Roombas, surfing and everything.
And
that was freaking cool.
Did you?
Bunga.
What I thought was neat about it was that she called them roomies.
Roomies.
But what I also
love how they made them. I love how they made the Roombas like little dogs. That was cute as shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And something you pointed out to me while we were watching the movie was that Billy Butcherson's mouth spelled out the word kill.
Yeah, when she re-sewed his mouth shut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
It was different.
And I love how the fact that they put more of a background story into it about where they came from and all of that.
Yes.
And I love how the fact that they showed the Sanderson sisters as kids. And I must say, they came into their looks.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, overall, I'm a hardcore Hocus Pocus fan. And the fact of the matter was that I held this sequel to a very high standard. And there were parts I enjoyed. There were parts that I was disappointed. But overall, I have to give this movie 4 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, I'll have to agree. 4 out of 5 stars for sure. Like I said, like you said, there's parts that I didn't like either. But overall, it was pretty cool. I love how they gave more of a story to the Sanderson sisters and how they basically showed you how they became the evil children's soul snatching witches that they were portrayed as in the first movie. Like I love that, and I also love the fact that how at the end, throughout the whole time, it looked like she was wanting to be. Winifred was portrayed to wanting to be the most powerful witch and live forever.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that at the end, she gave up all of her power, everything that she worked so hard to get. She gave it all up just to be with the one she loved. That right there was a home run.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And it showed that she just wasn't merely an evil thing. She did, in fact, have a heart.
Yeah, I love that. I love how they gave the sisters heart.
Yes. Showed that on the other side of their powers, they were still sisters.
Speaking of powers, I love how in the second one, it's not just Winifred with the power, the lightning shooting out of her hands. The other sisters can do it too, and I love how the fact that they even gave the kid the powers as well. I love that.
Yes.
And oh my God, how about that? How about the witch that trained them? She was amazing.
She was. Even though she was only there briefly, what
Like,
she could do was still pretty badass.
and how about the peekaboo at the end? How I hope she come. I hope they're gonna do another one. I hope they're gonna do a Hocus Pocus 3. That would be cool.
Yeah.
And I hope if they do a Hocus Pocus 3, they tell us more about her, about that the mysterious witch.
That would be cool because they kind of left us hanging on her character's existence. She just kind of popped up and then poof.
Toodaloo. Bye-bye.
That's it. I mean, it would be nice to know more about her and the part she played because she was there for such a very short time, and there had to be more to it than her just giving Winifred the book.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I love how they not only brought them into our century, they even brought the stuff they were riding on. They updated all of that instead of, like you said, they gave Mary Roombas, and they gave Sarah a Swiffer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you happen to notice that when they first flew off into the sky after getting these, that Sarah, since she was in fact on a Swiffer, that it had bubbles behind it?
Yeah, I noticed.
It definitely had some humor in it.
And I love how
I
they made it to where
appreciate
as they were flying, and it made it look like Mary was surfing. That was
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah. Well, I thank all of you for your attention. And, well, let's just say that for a first time live, I think that I'm going to start a series. And, well, we shall see.
We shall see.
Thank you for your time. And peace, love, and blessed be.
Toodaloo.
The dog goes hungry mostly.